This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude.
And I have to warn everyone, warning, what you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
It said, hello Phil, when it's winter do you like wearing sweaters? I love a snuggly hoodie in the cool months, but you seem to always wear t-shirts. That's from Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'll just say this, what you guys see me wearing on streams is not representative of what I wear off stream. I'm just being honest here.
What? That's 100% a lie.
You guys see me wear a t-shirt like this. This is what I wear in my office on the stream. Once the streams are done, I usually put on other clothing. The rest of the house usually is not as warm as the office. Like I said, the office. Right now, the reason it looks so bright in my office is because the sun is beating on the front wall of my house, warming up my office artificially. And so the office typically, I would say, is about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than the rest of the house. The rest of the house, we have heat running because it's so cold right now. But this office is, like, super warm. So when I'm in here, typically I'm not wearing the same, clothes that I would wear the rest of the house. Sometimes when I'm in the rest of the house, I'll wear a heavier shirt, a long sleeve shirt. When I go out, it's too cold out there to wear t-shirts. So I actually have sweaters, nothing that I bought recently, by the way. I have sweaters that I bought, back when I lived in Connecticut, that I still wear, when I go out. And I also have a few pullovers that I wear when I go out. When Kat and I go out, now, I don't usually wear, like, a coat unless it gets really cold. I just wear, like, a sweater or a pullover when we go out. But yeah, what you see me wear on the streams is not representative of what I wear off the streams. It's just because I'm in here doing work is different, I've also noticed this. When you talk all day, your body heats up. I've noticed that, like, I'd be cold, and all of a sudden I'll be in here playing games, talking with you guys, and my body heat naturally rises while I'm in here for some reason. And then if I'm just, like, in the house relaxing, my body heat goes down. So that's another thing, like, we're wearing heavy sweaters and stuff when you're talking and moving constantly, you're already hot. You've already got your metabolism running, So
I'm very sedentary in my lifestyle. I don't move a lot, being honest. I sit here on the couch streaming all day long most days.
I didn't even know you could be this lazy.
Fluffy Cows for you. Tip me $5. Says, what are 2 ways you could positively improve yourself in the new year? Good lord. See, I love when people ask me questions like that, but I don't think that's a question for me. Right? That's not a question for me, really. That's a question for my audience. Like, how do you think that I, myself, as a content creator, can improve next year? Right? By the way, my keyboard has failed. I'm trying to get a battery out. I just cut my fingernails. Possible to get the damn thing out. There we go. I would say this year, what I've done is I became a lot more of a laid-back guy. I stopped getting all uptight and raging about every little thing that happened.
No!
This year, although admittedly there have been times when things kind of happened that I needed your help, it wasn't always about the sky is falling or anything like that.
I'm good at lying.
And a lot of times that meant kind of hiding things from you guys in the background, but at the same time I think that actually helped a lot.
I had to lie about things because I had to protect my family, right?
When you came in to tune into my streams outside of the early plug segment that I do, you never really heard me talk that much about money or anything like that. It was more about, let's just hang out and play a game and have fun together, right? So that was one of the things I did this year. I don't know. What do you guys think I could improve in the next year? And by the way, saying generic things like, oh, no pre-streams and stuff like that is just stupidity. That's not a suggestion. That's a demand for something that's not going to happen because it's a part of my streams that has a purpose and a lot of people like it, all right? But I'm sure people would have different variations of suggestions. Some people like green screen. Yeah, here we go again. The same tired things that we know are not going to improve my content. But, yeah, I see, Fluffy Cows for you, I wish I could answer those kind of questions. But in general, that's something that you turn to an audience to really answer, right? So, I'd be interested to see what people would say long term. Now, here we go. The same tired meme. Don't always blame the game. I don't always blame the game. That's a tired meme. That's Phil of 5 to 10 years ago. That's not Phil of today, so.
That was my depression.
Worst case scenario. If I can't monetize my YouTube stuff anymore, very matter-of-factly, I would tell you guys I need to make more money on streams, or I can't make ends meet. And hopefully what would happen is people who watch stuff would step up and say, okay, this really sucks. There's no ads on Phil's videos anymore. We're going to support him in other ways. Now, Botch Specialist suggests Patreon. That's pretty much not what I would do. I would have to go even full-on more into a streaming aspect, because streaming then would end up being 100% my lifeblood, where I'm making my money from, right? So whether it's more incentives to contribute on streams or whatever, I'll have to think up something. But that's what it would be, okay? The good news here is, being very matter of fact with all of you, YouTube ad revenue has plummeted so badly in the past 2.5 to 3 years, it's maybe in a month, I want to say maybe 10 to 15% of what I make a month, maybe. I could be wrong, but it's not a lot in comparison to what it used to be. So is it going to hurt me? Absolutely, it would hurt me tons if I didn't make any money on YouTube ad revenue. But it's not like, oh my god, end of the world, the sky is falling, because I think I would maybe be able to make it up in other places. I don't know.
Disgusting beggar.
That's completely against my philosophy of what charity should be. You're doing something good to help. You're not doing something good so you help and then you benefit from it too. In fact, I almost feel like if you benefit from it publicly, you're underhanded and you're not really doing it for the right reasons, okay? So, Derek, I do actually sometimes give to charity. I'll be honest, these days it's not huge things, but every once in a while, if there's, oh, well, you want to donate to charity while you're here? Sure, I will. I'll throw in a couple bucks to donate to charity or whatever.
Fuck you. You're a liar.
But I would never publicly tell you guys, oh, this is the charitable thing I'm doing or whatever, or anything like that. I'm not all about that, okay? I'm not going to do that because I feel that that's completely dishonest, underhanded, and if anything, it actually shows that you're more selfish than anything else. That's my personal philosophy. You can completely disagree with that. That's perfectly fine on your own part, but I've always been of that mentality, okay?
You know, there's a sick motherfucker on the internet called Tevin who likes to illegally restream my fucking streams.
And how has married life changed you as a man? Not much, because I always was loyal to Kat. You know, it's not like, oh, married life, now it's time to stop doing irresponsible things and shit. You know, it's not. Like, for us, we were already living together for over a year before we were married. And had a very committed, loving relationship as it was. So for us, it was more like the formality of tying the knot and wearing the ring, rather than actually seeing a concrete change or anything like that. It's funny, because I know the reason that he asked this question, there's some people out there that like, oh, I'm going to be an irresponsible guy until I get married. That's the day when I'll really grow up. But I'm going to be totally irresponsible until then. I grew up a long fucking time ago. You know what I mean? Like, I never did stupid, irresponsible shit like that.
This guy's a pathological liar.
And Sam Bridges just cheered and says, if you could have a live one on one debate between your and your... Whoa, my God. I can't read this. If you could have a live one-on-one debate between you and your biggest detractor, if he offered to do it, he would leave you alone for good afterwards, would you do it? No, because it's bullshit. If this person was logical and had sense, they wouldn't do what they do to begin with. They're a liar. They would never do that. Because they would never leave me alone because they need me to get popular. Without me, they don't exist. So they would need to constantly keep doing what they're doing. They would never just say, okay, I'll leave you alone. That's complete dishonest bullshit. I wouldn't trust them whatsoever. I mean, you're talking about people who steal and break the law on a daily basis. Of course those people are going to lie to do whatever they want to get ahead. So no, it's bullshit. It's a stupid question. But it's undoubted that I've been around for 11 years, and I was huge on YouTube at one time, and most people know who I am. Just look at this last year. A big hot topic is going on in gaming. I make a tweet about it. It goes viral. And everyone's talking about the tweets that I made. I have an interview with a popular YouTuber by the name of The Quartering, and everyone, again, is talking about me for a short period of time. But you see, like, I am pertinent. It's just that I never blew up like these guys. I never played the game. You know what I mean? Like, I never played the YouTube game where, oh, I have to have the fucking thumbnail with the cartoony face. And I never followed the trends that were going to make me super popular. I never kissed butt. I never got in with game companies so they would pay me for sponsorship and give me games early. I never did any of that shit.
It's all lies. It is all fucking lies. All right?
I was always my own man. And because of that, I never got to the big mainstream level like a lot of other people did. But that doesn't mean they don't know who I am. You know, just because I don't have 1,000 people on every stream doesn't mean that I'm not known. It just means that I'm not white hot popular. You know what I mean?
No one cares. And I think that these people have such overinflated egos. They think that just because they made silly videos on the fucking internet that made them money, that now they're some kind of a popular person who people want to hear their fucking life story, okay? I'm sure there's many people out there who think that their YouTube journey, oh my God, my YouTube journey is so unique and I gotta share my fucking story with you because I'm so important. No. Completely egocentric, 100%. Me.
We start off with Highway Cavalier did 100 bit shares. Who's your favorite Muppet?
Three.
Favorite Muppet out of all of them? Man. They all have such good things and good... The thing I like about the Muppets is every Muppet has a unique place where they can come in and have a really good comedic timing or like there's a Muppet for every situation. You know what I mean? I gotta go Kermit though. I gotta go Kermit. Kermit overall is the best one. He's the one that holds the fabric together. He's the moral guy, but he's also the one that kind of loses things and overreacts, and I like Kermit, so there you go. Did I find it hard giving up red meat? Asked Hogwash. First of all, I didn't give up red meat. I still eat red meat from time to time.
I loved red meat, alright?
It's just not often. Like, once a week, if we're going to have a meal that has red meat in it, like burger meat or something, I'll do that. If I eat out once a week with Kat and I want to eat out, that's my day out to eat red meat when I'm out and I get a burger or something, I'll do that. But I just don't do it often. I can't do it all the time anymore. Did I find it hard? I'll say at first it was kind of weird because I was a guy that, oh man, I eat burgers whenever I want. I go out and get a big steak and I do. And then when I had to change that lifestyle, definitely it was different. But I would say over time, what happens is when you cut stuff out of your diet and your lifestyle, you find that you don't need it anymore and you become less dependent on it.
It's almost like a drug. When you take a drug all the time, you're dependent on it. And if you don't have it, you get withdrawals. But after a while, once that drug's out of your system, you don't really desire it anymore. And that's kind of what happened with me with red meat, is like I used to crave burgers. Now I like burgers, but I don't crave them anymore. Fuck you. You're a liar.
I mean, yeah, right now I could think of a couple of really good burgers that I would love to eat, but I'm not like, oh my god, I really want it so bad and I'm fiending. I would love to eat other stuff too that tastes good. I'm not fiending over the red meat anymore. So what I would say is after phasing it out of my diet, it's not a regular thing that I really desire anymore. If I want to get it when I'm out, I can, but I just eat it once or twice a week tops, and then I don't really think about it that much anymore.
Baldy asked, what was the biggest challenge from swapping platforms from Twitch to YouTube after doing it for so many years? I'll be honest, updating a leaderboard, juggling shout-outs and thank yous and everything is very challenging. So,
don't you think making part of the stream a donation incentive would help bring in more donations? A lot of people made fun of you recently because of a charity issue. I don't even know what you're talking about. I really don't. People made fun of me because of a charity issue. What charity issue? I don't pay attention to that stupid shit. But no, I don't want. The thing is, we have tips, goals, we have things on stream. If people know that contributing helps. I don't have to constantly be mentioning we're driving to hit a goal and we're doing this and we're doing that. The thing is, if you do that constantly, then it becomes commonplace and not special anymore. You know what I mean? Like, if there's a special thing going on and I need to raise funds in a short period of time to help me with something, I'll tell you guys about it. I'll be upfront and honest with all of you. I'll be transparent, and then people will usually step up and are very supportive, right? If every day it was, oh, we gotta hit the tips goal, guys, we gotta hit the tips goal, we gotta hit this goal, we gotta hit that goal. First of all, it's not about the fun of streaming anymore. It's about fundraising, which I'm not about. And also, it makes it not special anymore, right? It becomes commonplace, and, you know, then who cares? So, no, I'm not gonna do that and become all about money. That's ridiculous.
I'm hypocritical. 100% hypocritical. Pretty hypocritical, I agree.
I'm sorry, but the more I'm hearing about Cyberpunk, I think I'm getting less interested in it. Reason being, like, okay, Witcher 3. One of the most lengthy, robust games ever made. A game that even if you don't like RPGs, you'd probably like Witcher 3. Tons of content, meaningful side content, amazing graphics, great story, great gameplay. I would say the gameplay actually less much than the rest of the game, but still a great game. Overall, one of the best games I've played in the last console gen. Okay? Cyberpunk, oh, there's gonna be mocapped sex scenes. What? Am I playing a game to fucking jerk off to people fucking having sex? This is stupid. I'm playing a game to have a fun, interactive experience that has meaning, and, you know, I'm not playing it to see people fucking bone.
Can I be very honest with everybody here for a minute? I'm 37 years old, I'm married man. I'm a married man. I have no reason to have waifus. I have no reason to do romance missions in video games. I have nice romance in my real life. I don't need simulated fucking romance in my video games, okay? So I have no desire whatsoever to do stupid romance missions in a video game. Not in an RPG, not in a fucking Yakuza game, not in any game. I don't need to do romance missions. It's so ridiculous, you know?
I could do that at any point. I don't need to fucking buy a game to do it. I don't need to buy a game to have people hear people talk like fucking sailors. Fuck, shit, dick, ass, fuck, titty, fuck. When you watch the trailer for Cyberpunk, that's all it is. And I'm looking at, the more I'm hearing about this game, it's like, what are they doing? What are they doing with this game? You had Witcher 3, which was the perfect balance of everything, and everyone agrees that game was a masterpiece. What the fuck are you doing with Cyberpunk? Why are you making it such a ridiculous, immature game with a crazy... Are they going for shock factor? Oh, well, maybe if they hear that we had mocap sex scenes in a video game, people will play it. Like, no. Actually, that turns me off. I don't want to see just fucking mocap sex scenes in a fucking video game. I just want to play a game and have fun, you know? So, I don't know. Like I said, the more I'm hearing about this stupid shit, the more it's actually turning me off to playing the game. So, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what happens the closer we get to it. Nope, tip me $3. Says, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? It's a really tough question. It's a tough question because in general, like, I'm okay with who I am. I understand I have shortcomings and faults, but in general, I'm okay with who I am.
Oh!
Benefactor.
Oh!
Where are we headed?
That is disgusting. Disturbing and disgusting. Have I ever friend zoned a girl? Yes. Yes. I'm not going to tell any private stories, though, but yes.
What? That wasn't even possible.
I can't stop laughing. How many times do I take a shit a day?
I Kill Kitty says, are you not going to help Kat cook? There's not much for me to do. Everything she's doing is just putting it in the oven, except mashed potatoes, which I don't know how to make. So, everything she's doing down there is just put it in the oven and wait. Or I think she's going to make her mashed potatoes a little bit on the early side. But I am going to help her once, like, the turkey and everything is going. I'm going to take it out and carve it and serve all the food. So.
Like, this amazing question from Hydrocarbon. What's your favorite house appliance? I think when you're getting those kind of questions, you know the Q&A has dried up.
If I was a chick, I'd be way into that.
What?
Not now,
What?
Kaito-san.
My bad, my bad.
What
Son,
the hell?
What do we do?
Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that, in an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. That I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.